In this video, we'll see how you can create marketing automation scenarios after you've created microsurveys, and we'll see how these two features are a winning combination. For example, you could automatically send a confirmation email after someone answers your survey. Maybe that email can be a good place to share a coupon or any other promotion. You can automatically send relevant follow-up information based on their response. You can segment your contacts into different groups based on their survey responses. Or you could also set up follow-up emails for those who haven't answered your survey yet. Now, to do all of that, we're going to first click on the Marketing Automation tab, and we're going to create a new scenario. Now, we could click on this button here to start from a blank page, from a blank canvas, but we can also choose one of the suggested marketing automation scenarios that we have. And if we scroll a little bit, we're going to see two that have to do with questions, or actually surveys, so that have to do with microsurveys. Answered question: send an email to those who answered a question and add them to a group. Or unanswered question: follow up with subscribers who haven't answered a question by a certain date. Let's look at the first one here. So what we're going to be doing is when someone answers a question, we're going to send an automatic email, and also we're going to automatically add that person to a certain group of our choosing. Now, just a little mention about the timing of things. The ideal time to create and activate your marketing automation scenario is after you've created your micro survey, but before you send it out to your contacts. So the right order of things is go to micro surveys and create your micro survey, create and activate your marketing automation scenario, and then do a mailing, send an email that contains your micro survey. So let's click here, and what we're going to have now is a pre-made marketing automation scenario. Our first thing that we need to do is to set up our starting point. So there's a step to complete here, and we need to choose a question or choose a survey. I'm going to choose the event invitation survey. And then my trigger could be the simple fact of someone answering my question, my survey, with any choice, or the trigger can only happen when someone chooses an answer in particular. So in this example, what I want to be doing is I want the trigger to be when someone says yes. So when I know that someone wants to attend my event. So I'm going to select yes. So my starting point is when someone answers yes to my event invitation survey or question. And now my second step to complete is to choose an email. So I'm going to click here, and then I could choose a new template or a template that is already saved up in my account. So I could select one of the templates that I already have, and then you know the drill. You can edit your content, obviously, and set up your email the way you want it to be. But in my example, that would be something like a thank you email or a confirmation email. So thanks for wanting to attend our event. You can expect this and that. This is the hour that you have to be there, and this is what will happen at this event, etc., etc. Any information that I would want to communicate to someone who has just said yes, I want to attend the event. So that will be my email. And obviously you don't have to do that second step, but it's just there to show you what's available to you, what's possible. And so why not? So let's say you want to add all of the people who say yes. You want to add them to a group that you've created. and that group will be composed of all the attendees. So I want to click here, and I already have a group that I've created previously, a group that is called Event Attendees. So I'm going to select that group and click Edit. And that is all. I would now activate my scenario. Now let's quickly look at the second pre-made marketing automation scenario that we suggest as regards to micro surveys. So that's the unanswered question one. Follow up with subscribers who haven't answered a question by a certain date. Now, just keep in mind that little detail that you want to give enough time so that people answer your question. So if you have specified an end date to your micro survey, make sure that you send this follow-up email at least a few days before the end date, because you don't want to send an email and then people click a link on that email and then they cannot answer your question. So make sure to not follow up with your subscribers asking them to answer a question on the day that the micro survey ends. So let's give ourselves a few days in terms of buffer. So we'll click here. And once again, we have to specify a starting point, a trigger. So we'll choose a question. Let's say event invitation. And I want to choose the date and time at which we will verify if the selected trigger was executed. So we'll verify if the contacts have answered the question by then. And if not, they will receive an email. So we could say like next Monday or something like that at 8 a.m. If that's fine with me, I'll continue and click edit. And then I need to choose my email. Once again, I can start with a new template or a template that is already saved up in my account. And then I can edit my email and asking nicely for people to take 2 minutes or 1 minute or 30 seconds to answer my survey. So that's how you can use marketing automation scenarios in combination with micro surveys to create something pretty awesome.